There we go. I think it works now. I had a couple of well, actually, it wasn't really a technical difficulty. It was more of me deleting something that I should not have deleted. But here we are. I hope you have found your way here. And if you do, in fact, hear me okay and you can see me okay and all of that, please let me know in the comments below. I see that we have some people already joining us. Nigel was here. Look at that. And thank you so much for sharing the event, by the way. And sorry for that being the wrong link. That was ridiculous. I have not been live on YouTube for quite some time because, well, this happened. Okay. So, yeah. I had two babies, and that's great. It was not hard or anything. It sucked. But yeah, here we are now. So the thing is that I've been away from YouTube for about, I think it's 4 or 5 months now. And as it was closing to, 2021 was over, 2022 was approaching, and I felt like, what are we gonna do for the next year? Since I've been gone for such a long time, I figured I have a lot of energy and know what I want to do, like in my career and stuff like that. And during the past months, right before I had the babies, I started a book club for magicians here in Sweden. And I, posted it sometimes on my Instagram and Facebook and stuff. And I saw a lot of people were intrigued and interested and wanted to join, but it was in Swedish. So obviously they could not join it. But yeah, let's see here. Looks and sounds good. That's great. Looking good, mama. I know. Look at that. I'm getting my muscles back. That's amazing. I've not been to the gym for a really long time, and then I went back. And let me tell you, the weights are getting heavier. I'm not sure that I'm getting weaker. It's more they are getting heavier. But yeah, so let's see here. We have Dan is here. He's an amazing Raven playing cards collector, just saying. So if you're ever wondering about decks that are, hard to find, you can contact him. Sorry for outing you there, Dan. But yeah, he bought so many decks from me, and I'm so happy that they have a home where they're appreciated because they were just laying around in my apartment. So and that sucked. So Dan came around and he rescued a lot of Raven summer ales actually. So. Yeah, congrats. Thank you so much. You are excited, Noah. Oh, Noah, that's actually very, very close to what we named one of the babies. His name is Loa, so it's Loa instead of Noa. So yes, I thought that as we were waiting for people to join us, I thought that I would just show you a little bit of a... Let's see here. That was me in the beginning of the year. I looked good. And then I found out I was pregnant. It was 2. I got fat in week 7. This is like week 20, sorry. And then it's still okay. And then bam, this happened. And then bam. And then bam, that's ridiculous. And now we're getting back. Okay, no questions on that. So obviously I could not perform the past, with the last, I want to say like 2 months. It was impossible to do any stage shows. I remember doing one stage show when I was in week 30, and that's when I was, the picture where I was not wearing a shirt. It was just a big belly. And I did a show, and I don't think I've ever gotten that many compliments on being on the stage ever in my life. But the thing is, it wasn't very heavy. So, and I think people are joining us now, so that's good. I think we are ready to get started. Because the thing is that I accidentally shared the wrong link. Well, actually, I deleted it and then we were back. Anyways, so we're waiting for people to join us because I was not very clear on what was happening. So here we go. As I said, I started a book club in Sweden, and we talked about the Tarbell course in magic. This is volume 1. Let me know in the comments below if you have this book. I would really like to know. The thing with this book is that it's really old and quite hard to find the entire collection for a decent price. And the reason that we started with this book was that this is so old that it's actually available online as well. So you can get it for free as a PDF. And so I thought that this would be a great way to us start a magic book club in English as well. Yeah, that's basically what we're doing. I'm doing. I'm starting a Tarbell course in magic book club online. Because when I started magic as an adult again, because I did magic when I was a kid, because my grandfather was a magician. When I started again as an adult, I started with Tarbell course in magic. And I think that's really that's really something that I have valued way more than I think people normally do. Because this is exactly what my grandfather did. He showed me old tricks that were, really classics, and then I ended up learning how to do them. And as you can see here, this book has been with me for quite some time. I have written notes inside, which I know I should not do, but I do it anyways. And I have post-it notes everywhere, and I have papers inside. And this book right here is probably the book that I get back to the most whenever I'm looking for new ideas. Well, it's actually old ideas, but I'm looking for ideas to put either in a show or in a lecture or whatever it is that I want to do. So if you haven't already read the Tarbell Course in Magic, I highly recommend doing so. So let's see here. I see that we have some. Oh, Dave has them all. Oh, yes, that's good. Do you even have number 8? Because I don't have number 8. I have to get that one. Stefan does not have the Tarbell. I know. I was actually seeing Stefan earlier today. That was really, really cool. Because he showed me a video of him. It was actually a snippet. It was like 2 seconds of him 20 years ago. And I could not recognize his face at all. It was fun. Let's see here. Those notes make it more interesting as a collector. Yes, that is 100% true. But so this is the book that we're going to be talking about. And as I said, there is a PDF version out there and it's for free, so you can get it. And if you want to join the book club, here is the email that you have to email me so I can get your address, because we're going to be doing this over on Zoom, because I figured that's probably the easiest way to do this. And of course, it's going to be free for everyone to join, because I want everyone to feel like they can actually do this. And if you want to donate something for me to do this, like it's my time and the equipment and me studying the books and sharing ideas, use the same address. That is my PayPal account. There is absolutely zero force in doing so, but I know a lot of people have been asking me, is there a way to contribute to this venture? And that's the only way to do it. I don't want there to be like a paid link or anything. I want everyone to be able to do this for free. And if you don't have the time to join us during the times that we're going to be doing it, please do read the books on your own. Like, make sure that you actually take the time, even though you're not going to be able to make it. We're going to be meeting on basically this time. We're going to be meeting at 7 p.m. Swedish time, which is an hour from now. So wherever you are in the world, add 1 hour, and that's the time where we're going to be hanging out on Zoom. And I need your email address sent to this account right here. This is my email. To be able to send you the Zoom link. Okay, so I have some notes here. Let's see here. Okay, Sundays at 7 p.m. That's what I already said. And yeah, also. One thing that was really appreciated when I did the one in Swedish was that we had a private Facebook group where everyone could share their ideas and talk within, of the subjects within the group, which was amazing. And also what I really liked was that people started sharing videos of themselves performing tricks from the books. Because if you don't have this book right here, this is basically a million tricks. Not really a million tricks, but there's a lot of tricks in here. Big ones, small ones, impromptu ones, things that's going to take you weeks to create or rehearse or whatever. So it was really interesting seeing people bring out some ideas that they really liked and put out a video of them performing it. So I highly recommend you to do the same thing, because in this Facebook group, everything that's inside this group is going to be, no one's going to share it or, I don't know, I hope they are not going to be saying mean shit about you. But the thing is that I want the group to be a place where creativity can be something that is inspiring, and it's something that just happens, Because I think that way too many times, especially during a pandemic or, when people are not performing, it's so easy to just do the things that we normally do and we don't take the time to learn more stuff. So I think this is going to be a really good way for you to spark your creativity one more time and just figure out something else that you want to do. So one trick that I did from this book, I did it I think I did it the first time in 2016. I called the trick The Banana Awakens, and it was inspired by this book. And I'm going to be sharing the first time me actually doing the trick on a stage. It was in New York City. It was in New York. What was it called again? The Catskills Theater. Yes, Catskills Theater. It was amazing. I had such a good time, and I did it there, and it was great. The trick was not very well polished, by the time. So you're going to see some really raw material from back in the day. I'm also going to be sharing some inspirational like stuff from my career, like how I use these books and how I use them when I put on shows. And Stefan has been helping me he actually helped me with the Swedish Got Talent thing, and he might be working with me for the next show that's coming. So I think also that's something that we're going to be including in the book club, where we're going to be talk about how we can actually bring the stuff from old books into the things that we actually do when we're out performing. So you're going to be seeing some videos, and you're going to be seeing before and after, and all of that stuff. So I think you're gonna really enjoy it. What else? Yes, so about the sessions, they're going to be 1 hour long. So it's going to be from 7 to 8 Swedish time, which is Central Europe time. So look that up. It's going to be 1 hour. But if you want, you can actually stay for longer. So it's going to be on Zoom, and I'm going to be leaving because I have, these to take care of. I know they're cute, right? Let's do that one more time. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so it's going to be 1 hour, but please feel welcome to just stay longer if you want. So the sessions are going to start at 7, and it's going to be like this. I'm going to start with talking about a summary of what we've been reading that week, and also share some ideas and inputs and inspiration connected to those chapters. So if you don't know, the book is divided into, I think it's 18 chapters if I'm not mistaken. It is actually 19. So we're going to be splitting those up into 5 different sections. So here is the weeks and the dates that we're going to be doing this. So let's see here. We start January 9th with lesson 1 to 3. That's going to be covering the history of magic, magic as a science, and sleight of hand with coins. So the first weeks is actually not that much tricks. It's more theory. Like let's see here. What do we have? Spells to overcome evil influences. Yes. And let's see here. What else do we have? I have so many notes on this thing. So, also something that's really good with this book is that it covers so many things from amateur to professional, and you're gonna love it. So, anyways, so let's take some questions. Let's see here. Dave has volume 8. I am very, very jealous. I'm gonna get it for sure. Okay, we have Noah's joining us. Will the videos be recorded to watch later? Because every Sunday I can't join. Yes, they're gonna be recorded in the Zoom. I really hope that I can remember to do it every time. But I think the Zoom has a feature that allows me to actually do it right away. They're gonna be there, and I'm gonna post them to Facebook as well. So everything is gonna be hidden there. So nothing is going to be on YouTube or anything. So it's going to be a private group where you need to apply to get into the group. So if you are in the Zoom meeting and you don't want your face or tricks or ideas shared anywhere else than just within the group, you don't have to worry. So everything is going to be just there. So we're not going to share it anywhere else. So Håkan, he was actually in the Swedish one. Look at that big photo right there. Okay, let me see. This is going to be one of those things, I think. I cannot recommend this enough. Caroline's a great teacher. Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you. I mean, he's a bit of a teacher himself, so that's really cool. Join buddies. That's great. Yeah. Do your lessons. Actually, Håkan, he got a bit of a extra challenge from me that he did, which is really good. And yeah. All right, let's see here. What else do we have? Mahir is here. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well. Good to see you back. Thank you. It's a little bit hard to find time for magic now with low end legs. Yes, having 2 babies that are only 7 weeks old is challenging, and I don't think I've slept more than 1 hour the past 24 hours. But a good concealer under the eyes, and put your hair up, and you're good to go. So yeah, but I have a good support system, and the baby daddy's doing very, very much heavy lifting right now. So that's amazing. So I can actually keep doing my YouTube and my career and go, performing and stuff like that. So that's good. Looking good and healthy and great, actually. That's very good. Thank you so much. Joyce joined. So what are we learning today? We are going to be actually not learning anything today. The first session is going to be starting on Sunday next week. So you have, 1 week to actually study the stuff that we're going to be doing. When we did the Swedish one, we had 2 weeks for every chapter, but I want to get through this book as soon as possible for everyone to feel inspired, because what I felt was that 2 weeks is kind of too long, because I procrastinate when it's too long. So for me, I think it makes more sense to just have 1 week in between, because it's not that long. The entire book is, what is it? It's about 400 pages divided by 5. So it's not that much. I think you can actually do it. And if you don't have to do all the tricks, that's the thing. There's going to be so many tricks that you feel like, oh, this doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I don't really like silks that much, even though I'm going to share a silk video with you, silk and coin routine that I have. But if you don't feel like this is something for you, you don't even have to, figure out how everything is done. So one way that I read magic books is that I read what people are seeing, like what is the effect. And if I find it intriguing, I read how it's done. So that's something that I recommend with this book as well. It's you don't have to dive into every single effect if you don't want to. And that's something that's really good with this book as well. So if we let's go into anything here really. Let's go to impromptu tricks. That's great. So we have, let's see here. Okay. So we have the penetrative cigar band. Okay, let's not do that, because we don't use cigars when we're performing if we're not harmonica, and we see what happened there. It's really sad. So it starts with what is the effect, and then what do you need, and then the secret. So I highly recommend you doing that way, so you don't have to read the entire thing if you don't want to. Of course you can if you want to deep study everything, and then that's absolutely amazing. But just see if you can be inspired enough just by the effect and not just needing to know all of the secrets, because you don't have to know all of the secrets if you don't want to. Okay, that's basically what I wanted to say. All right. We are not reviewing any books today, but we will. We will later on. Happy New Year, you guys. What's the Zoom email, please, Caroline? It is this one. Okay, I have to remove this. So there we go. So this is, you send me an email with your email, obviously, and let me know that you want to join the book club. And we're going to be meeting on these dates. So it's January 9th, January 16th, January 23rd, January 30th, and then we end on February 6th. And something that is nice to know here, let me put that up there as well. Something that is nice to know about this is that I'm going to be inviting guests into this as well. So they are not confirmed yet, so I can't tell you which ones it is. But they're going to be, hopefully every week, going to be joining us here where we can actually talk about this stuff. So it's going to be some magicians, some writers, and historians, and all of that to share their knowledge and insights about this book as well. So I think that's going to be very, very interesting for everyone to join and see just that stuff. Okay, what else? I have, as I said, a little list of the things that we want to do. Okay, so we start with me talking about a summary or share something, share videos and all of that stuff. And then after that's done, we're going to take a round. It all depends on how many we are. Already have 52, which is cards. I think it's 52 people who have sent me their email and they want to join. So there's a lot of people who have great interest in this. And I think that the problem is probably going to be the time zones. Since I'm here and I have 2 babies, I need to make it, feasible for me to be able to do this. So it's going to be, if you're just joining us, it's going to be in 40 minutes. Okay, does that make sense? So it's 6:20 here right now, and it's going to be starting at 7. So in 40 minutes from now, your time, that's going to be when we're doing this. And also we have the Facebook group, and yeah. So my entire goal for this thing is for you to get more inspired and more creative, and to make sure that 2022 is actually the year that we do something, because there's been a pandemic for 2 years, and first I was like, yeah, let's take a nice break, let's not do anything for quite some time. So I took about 2 months off, and then I did the live show from a big theater where we live streamed everything. If you haven't seen that, it's here on YouTube as well. It's a 40-minute show, which was really nice. We sold tickets and it was great. I had a lot of fun. And then after that, I was like, yeah, let's take another break. And then 2021, I was like, yeah, let's do one trick every week. I'm gonna be starting so many new ideas, and I'm gonna do a new show, and I'm gonna do this and this. And then I got pregnant, so I didn't do any of that stuff. But yeah, so I think that this is going to be the year where I want more ideas to be turned into, something, not just, oh, that's an idea that I have. I want to actually make the stuff happen, not just say that I'm going to be doing them. And if you do have the Tarbell course in magic already, there is a trick on page 290, so 290, that's called the Bewitched Banana. So that is going to be in number 1, 2, 3, 4. So fourth time we're meeting, we're going to be talking about the Bewitched Banana, which is the trick that inspired Banana Awakens that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. What else do I want to say about this? Do we have any questions so far? No? Let's see if we do have any questions coming in. Let's take a look at this one more time. So this is the stuff that we're going to be covering. So lesson 1 to 3 is the things that you're going to be reading about right now. History of magic, which is, you're going to see that is not 100% accurate to what we know today. And magic as a science, the same thing there. But then it's going to be tricks, basically. So we have sleight of hand with coins. Yes, that's going to be for the first one. And so I want you to read all of these chapters before we meet on Sunday, the 9th of January. And then on January 16th, we're going to be talking about coin tricks, more coin tricks, and the thumb tip. And then January 23rd, we talk about ball tricks, mathematical mysteries, effective card mysteries, 8 impromptu card mysteries. And then we talk about mental card mysteries, card sleights, novel card mysteries, and restoring card papers. And then for the last one, we talk about the rope and tape principle, handkerchief tricks, naughty silks, and egg and silks. Okay? So we have one question coming in from Dan. What kind of setup equipment will we need? You will need nothing. You need to be able to join me on Zoom. Other than that, you don't need anything. You don't have to have a fancy camera. You don't even have to be on camera if you don't want to. You don't have to have any special lights or, audio or anything. It's just going to be a normal Zoom meeting. So if you want to join me from your phone, your tablet, or your computer, or whatever it is you want to join me on, that's perfectly fine. So let's see, let me remove that again. So you don't even have to be on screen if you don't want to. You don't have to share any ideas. You don't have to put up any videos. What I do want from you, though, is that you read the material that we're going to be talking about. So one thing that differs the book from the PDF version is that they're not 100% the same. So I'll be sending an email out to everyone who wants to join tomorrow probably, where I'll be sharing the contents of this book right here. So as you can see, when you watch this and you watch the one on the PDF, it's not the same. So you're gonna have to go back and forth a little. But if you want, you could just get it online, and that's going to be just as good as getting a book, even though I like books way more than the online version thing. Yeah. Any other questions? What is the Facebook group called? I'll be sending that in the emails as well, because I haven't started the group yet. So I'm going to be sending where you can find the PDF and where you can buy the books if you don't have them already, and the Facebook group, and what else? The times and the invitation to Zoom. I'll probably schedule all of them in advance so you get them all, but I'll be sending you reminders every week as well. So everything will be either on, when we meet, it's over Zoom, and when we talk during the week, it's going to be Facebook. And when I send all of the invites and everything that you need to know, so you don't miss it on Facebook if you don't have Facebook, you're going to get everything on email as well. So make sure that you don't get my email sent to spam or anything, because that would not be very, very easy for me to contact you then if that happens. What else did I want to say?